Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Commissioners. Brian Massey with Lobbyists for Citizens. Pardon me, I'm going to read this, and I'll try to be quick about it and stay within the time limit. When trust is broken, can it ever be repaired? The pending sales tax increase to fund the new Public Safety Center and provide additional funding for the general fund has caused us to continue our research into the Ohio Revised Code regarding sales tax, property tax, and the role of the Lake County Budget Commission. It has become crystal clear to me that the average citizen cannot rely on local elected officials, be they councilman or trustee, for advice or support dealing with any issue that is decided by elected officials higher in the government structure. Also, the prosecutor's office has made it abundantly clear to me that the Lake County prosecutor will not help average citizens deal with any problems dealing with taxation. Calls to state officials resulted in them telling us that Ohio is a home rule state and we must go back to local officials for help. So where does the average citizen turn for help? Who can we trust to protect our financial interests? The current jail was built in 1990, and the commissioners in the years preceding the construction no doubt asked the taxpayers to trust them to build a state-of-the-art, well-constructed jail. With the benefit of hindsight, we can see that was anything, it was anything but what was promised. Taxpayers trusted their elected officials to charge them appropriately for property taxes, but Lobbyists for Citizens discovered that there was $5.3 million in overpaid property taxes since the 1980s held by the Treasurer's Office. This was prior to Treasurer's taking office. Trust between the elected officials and the taxpayers was broken because the money was in plain sight for those interested in helping the citizens. The prosecutor admitted to the commissioners that there were violations of the Open Meetings Act when the public was not informed of the public meetings held by the Corrections Board. A trust was broken between the people and the elected officials attending those meetings. Lobbyists for Citizens has discovered that the various political subdivisions have amassed millions of dollars and will not return the excess funds to the taxpayers. For example, Lake Metro Parks has $19 million, Deepwood has over $55 million and headed to $60 million, I'm told. And Lake Tran currently has $41 million and they project that they will have $57 million by 2027. The prosecutor's crime lab has accumulated over $7 million in cash reserves and adds an additional $1.6 million each year. We have asked Lake Metro Parks to return $10 million and Lake Tran to stop collecting the 0.25% sales tax that voters approved in 2019 because they have reneged on their commitment to the voters by reducing services. Lobbyists for Citizens has filed a complaint about Deepwood's excess cash reserves with the County Budget Commission, an entity that exists under the Ohio Revised Code Section 5705. Section 5705.27 establishes the County Budget Commission, and there are numerous sections dealing with the role, duties, and responsibilities of the Budget Commission. We interpret that ORC section to mean that the Budget Commission is the watchdog for the taxpayers, ensuring that taxes collected by the various political subdivisions are warranted, with the ability to reduce the amount collected if deemed appropriate. However, we discovered that the Lake County prosecutor interprets case law to say that once the voters pass a property tax levy or sales tax, the Budget Commission has no authority to amend that that is being collected by the political subdivision. The Lake County auditor expressed concern to me that if he does not follow the advice of his attorney, the Lake County prosecutor, then he will be personally liable for any lawsuit filed by any political subdivision if he reduces the tax collected by the political subdivision. The prosecutor's position is not universally shared by other county prosecutors. In effect, the Lake County prosecutor has chosen to neutralize the role of the Budget Commission, and the taxpayers no longer have anyone looking out for their financial best interests. The prosecutor's position has caused an excessive accumulation of taxpayer funds by most of the Lake County political subdivision with no oversight by any official entity. The trust between the taxpayers and the Budget Commission, thanks to the prosecutor, has been broken. The commissioners have three options to pay for the Public Safety Center. You can increase the property tax without a vote of the people by using the 1.1 mills available under the maximum 10 mil inside millage.
Mr. Massey, your time has expired, but please continue with your current.
Thank you for that.
Sure.
Use the current cash reserves of approximately $65 million and finance the balance of the construction without a vote of the people. Can the payment of the principal and interest be paid by the current resources of the general fund? You can increase the current 7.25 sales tax by 0.5% with a vote of the people to pay for the jail and other general fund needs.
Thank you.
I can't continue?
Please finish your thought.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
We have been informed that the commissioners plan to enact a sales tax increase without a vote of the people. In our opinion, that would not be in keeping with the Ohio Revised Code 5739026, which is the county sales tax for specific purposes. We have sent a previous email to the commissioners emailing why we believe the sales tax issue must go before the voters. Former Commissioner Ron Young was correct when he said that the two top priorities of government are to grow and to protect itself. And the top priority of a politician is to protect themselves and their careers. Unfortunately, not one mention was made regarding what is in the best financial interest of the average citizen. A trust has been severely broken between the elected representatives and the average citizens. Lake County citizens deserve and demand better than the lies, deceptions, and betrayals that they have experienced from their elected officials over the years. Commissioners, please tell us who the taxpayers should trust in our county government to protect their financial interests in the building of this proposed public safety center. Thank you.